Because of Winn Dixie, written by Kate DiCamillo, adapted by Josie Stump. Chapter 6 and 7 Summary. Opal took Winn Dixie to the library. Winn Dixie had to stay outside. He looked in the window while Opal picked books to read. The librarian, Miss Franny, saw Winn Dixie and thought he was a bear. A long time ago, a bear went inside and Miss Franny threw a big book at the bear to scare it away. Now, Winn Dixie is allowed in the library if he does not make a mess. What has happened in the story so far? Opal took Winn Dixie to school. Miss Franny thought Winn Dixie was a bear. Miss Franny had a birthday party at the library. Miss Franny thought Winn Dixie was a bear. This part of the story is about pets, bird, paying, pets, pets, P-E-T-S, pets, bird, bird, B-I-R-D, bird, paying, paying, P-A-Y-I-N-G, paying. Chapter 8. Winn Dixie needed a leash and collar. We went to the pet store. A sign at the pet store said, "No dogs allowed." Inside the pet store were animals like fish, snakes, mice, lizards, gerbils, and birds. I found a collar and leash, but it was very expensive. I could not pay because I did not have enough money. Where did Opal and Winn Dixie go to buy a collar and leash? The grocery store, the library, or the pet store? The pet store. Why could Opal not keep the collar and leash? Another animal was wearing it. Opal could not pay for it. It was too big for Winn Dixie. Opal could not pay for it. I wanted to pay for the collar and leash. The worker's name was Otis. I asked the worker if I could come in and clean. The pet store was very dirty. If I cleaned the pet store, I could earn money to pay for the collar and leash. I would have to bring Winn Dixie inside the pet store if I cleaned. How did Opal want to pay for the collar and leash? Cleaning the pet store, teaching Winn Dixie to talk, or delivering food? Cleaning the pet store. Where did Opal want to clean? The house, the school, or the pet store? The pet store. Otis said no dogs were allowed. He said a bird named Gertrude did not like dogs. I said everyone loves Winn Dixie. I wanted Gertrude the bird to meet Winn Dixie. Winn Dixie came inside. The bird squawked. The bird flew into the air and landed on Winn Dixie's head, and he smiled. Otis said I could work there to earn money to pay for the collar and leash. What animal did not like dogs? A lizard, a bird, or a fish? A bird. What animal landed on Winn Dixie's head? A bird, a cat, or a dog? A bird. I was excited I could pay for the collar and leash. When Winn Dixie and I left the store, we met Sweetie Pie Thomas outside the pet store. She was a little girl. She said, "Was a bird on that dog's head?" I said yes. She invited Winn Dixie and I to her 6th birthday party. That made me happy since I do not feel lonely anymore. Where did Opal and Winn Dixie meet Sweetie Pie Thomas? At school, inside the library, or outside the pet store? Outside the pet store. What did Sweetie Pie Thomas ask was on Winn Dixie's head? A bird, a cat, or a hat? A bird. First, Opal and Winn Dixie went to the pet store. Next, Opal will clean to pay for the collar and leash. Then, a bird landed on Winn Dixie's head. Who? Opal. Do? Cleans. What? Messy animals. Where? At the pet store. Opal cleans messy animals at the pet store.